took your other job. Fuck you, G.
I do it all here, ladies and gentlemen. Proof.
Just being rude.
He said it. I didn't. He said it. Yeah. Hey. Oh.
That fade out was nice. Whoever edited this little clip together did a really good job.
Thanks, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Welcome to another episode of Best of Five with Chris and G.
G and Chris.
No, Chris is first because apparently he's the face of this. Look at that face. Look at that face.
Alphabetically.
Ready? Look at that face. Go. Let him look at you. Just glare into the wonderful camera. There you go. For those who can't see, Chris looks adorable.
Hey, thanks.
Hope you guys are having a good day wherever you're at with this. As always, thank you so much for tuning in to Best of Five.
Thanks, guys, for coming back every week for some reason.
Yeah.
I haven't figured it out yet, but I appreciate it.
Yeah. Shout out to everyone out there. Anyways, how are you, Chris?
I'm good, man. How was your week?
I'm fucking tired, dude.
Yeah. A little oldness kicking in?
Yeah.
So OLD?
Played a softball tournament this last Saturday, and we ended up winning it. You know, it's cool. We're kickball champs.
It's a weird flex, but all right, man.
I'm a flex about it, man. I don't win a lot, so.
That's very true.
So,
look at his hat.
But yeah, no, fuck you. We're like have a good winning record. Anyways, that was 2 days ago, and I'm like still exhausted from it. That's what your 30s are.
He's walking like someone punched him right in the butthole.
It's just like I'm walking like Ric Flair, straight up.
Because he's old?
No, just get that too, I guess. It's a Ric Flair to the Ric Flair, like now. That's what I look like. No swag, just all pain.
All pain.
Yeah.
Like any ex-wrestler walking now just hurts me, dude.
Speaking of which, didn't you hear that what UFC fighters got arrested for domestic violence?
That's
Chuck Liddell.
It's not surprising.
I think it was Chuck Liddell that got arrested for that.
I think I know which one that is.
I think so too, actually.
It's one or two. I don't watch UFC.
No, Chuck Liddell is the Iceman, I think, right?
I have no idea.
And then Tito Ortiz is like the other dude. Yeah.
I don't watch combat sports. I find them barbaric.
You're probably the kind of guy that would watch and be like, "Are you not entertained?" After like every single match, dude.
Probably.
Match? Is it a match? Bout.
Spar?
Why is everything
fight?
The spar is that can't be I guess it's a fight.
Round one.
I feel like we should just have like a universal like sporting committee that can just have the terminology be the same for like everything. So
everything is just a game.
Yeah. So I mean, like if you're like playing soccer, like you have to call it soccer instead of football, or you know what I mean? Like,
dude, you know how many people would be pissed off because runs would be called points in baseball?
Yeah.
Like, so many people. Did you just call, dude? It's still like when a non-baseball person calls it like, "Oh, how many points did you guys get?" Like, the fuck did you just say?
How many scores do you guys have?
Yeah, how many scores?
I mean, I guess saying what the score is, that's not wrong.
But it's not a point though.
Yeah, but it's the score.
But it's still not a point.
And you get like a number, so therefore, I mean, I want to
get
the
number is not a point.
Like that's the only universe to be like, yo, what was the score? What was the final score? Yeah, you could say that. Not what's the final run.
Yeah, no, you say what's the final score, but you don't say how many points did you get.
No, yeah, but I'm saying like if someone just said like, what's the score? Like that's the only way that you could be okay with it.
We should change it to like, what's the final number?
Yeah, what's the final countdown? Anyways, look at the start.
Yeah, okay, I think because we were both gonna do it, and then neither of us did it, so we should probably move on.
Round one.
Oh, neat, nice segue.
All right, you guys.
All right,
this is not on purpose. Again, we do these randomly.
Completely randomly.
First subject is going to be flopping/diving in sports. Speaking of terminology,
yeah,
I should have just called it diving in sports just to make people upset.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a sport called diving, so some uneducated viewers might get confused.
Yeah, that's fair.
Lizzie.
D. I'm just naming people who listen to us. Thank you by the way.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for listening, guys.
So for those who don't know what like flopping or diving is, it's pretty much when you're playing most sports, I guess I would say. Maybe not most sports.
It's every sport.
It's pretty much
every contact sport.
Yeah, like every physically contact sport. So hockey, soccer, football, not baseball. I don't think you can really flop in baseball, can you?
Kinda, but they usually don't.
Yeah, because
it doesn't do anything. Like you don't get like a penalty called on you or whatever if you dive on anything, so it doesn't matter.
It's pretty much like if you were to like to act like you got like hit or like you couldn't make a play because the person touched on you.
Yeah, you're like trying to. The whole point is to draw a penalty, right?
Yeah,
or a foul of some sort.
And you've been seeing it a lot more recently and more increasingly through just I guess, tactical.
I think soccer isn't as bad anymore, but definitely I think basketball is getting worse.
I think soccer started it, to be quite honest with you. I will say that.
I would probably agree with that. Yeah.
Just because I think South America is really known for using that as a tactical thing. So if you talk to people in South America, like in Argentina and stuff like that, they will be like, no, like that's part of the
Where?
game. Argentina? Sorry, Argentina.
Oh, that place. Yeah.
Or Brazil.
I believe it's pronounced Brasil.
Brazil.
That's Portuguese, so.
Capoeira. Sorry,
Anyway.
that's a Bob's Burger reference.
Yeah.
Brazil.
Moving on.
Sorry, it's a really good episode. So yeah, I don't like it. I personally don't. It kind of takes away from the game, and it's just kind of. I think it's a cheat. I really do think it's a cheat when people flop. Granted, it's hard to tell sometimes, but I do think that like, yeah, fucking like put the time and effort into reviewing that, because then people will start wanting to do it less.
Yeah. And I don't know. The concept I'm against, but I just don't watch enough of those sports to have a real opinion on it. Like the famous one that I really remember was that dude from France who headbutted that dude in the chest.
Yeah.
And he fucking like flew backwards.
No, that one actually hurt though.
But I mean, he got headbutted and the dude flew backwards.
Yeah.
Like, come on. You can't
That one's pretty rough.
headbutt someone in the chest and they fly 3 feet backwards. That's like some kung fu movie shit.
The story behind that is fucking crazy. That's a good one. But yeah, no, I agree. I mean, like basketball, that's my favorite sport. I hate the NBA sometimes because I'm just like, dude, like stop flopping. And even when like my own team does it, I'm like, oh fuck, okay, fine, but still, like, stop it. Like,
yeah, I mean,
fucking A.
Get some help.
Yeah, for real. Stop.
Yeah, and again, like I don't watch a lot of basketball, but the basketball that I do consume, it really seems like Mr. Greatest of All Time does it the most. LeBron James.
Cry baby James.
Does it a lot.
Yeah,
like
because
a
he
lot.
can. I mean, Tom Brady was the same way for a minute when he was with the Patriots. Now he just
beats the Patriots.
He just falls because he has to. It's not even because he wants to like flop. He's just like, I'm old.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna fall. Just fall on my terms, not on your terms.
Yeah,
Fuck
for
you.
real. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like it. I really don't. But at the same time, it's kind of like I don't think it could ever go away now, because if you know there's a moment in the game where you're just like, if I can't catch this, I'm gonna act like this guy hit me or whatever, like football wise. You can get a passing interference call, and there you go. There's the fucking game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real.
So I don't know. I guess
Because
it's
pass
tactical,
interference, they spot the ball on the penalty.
Where the penalty happened,
Where
yeah.
the penalty happened. So if it's like 50 yards down the field, they just go like, boop, there you go.
But it's also, I think it's also, most Americans would not like it, but I think it's also because we're so, I wouldn't even say gun ho, but very much like, no, we're fucking men. Like, like this is aggressive. Like,
Yeah, but a lot of people are also super ignorant. So again, like,
You know what's crazy
it's
though?
hard give and take.
Yo, shout out to women's sports because they don't flop, man. They might, but
Yeah, I
they
don't
don't
know.
flop
I
as
don't know.
often. But like you see like women's soccer and they're going hard at it. You're like, that had to hurt. And the fact that she's up right now, like, Jesus, girl, get it.
Yeah. Or it
So-
just shows how like it doesn't actually hurt and the men are just being giant
Oh yeah, for sure.
pansies about it.
That's why like I hate that U.S. people don't like soccer, and I get why. Because
I
they're
thought
just
it was
like,
growing.
it is growing, but it's never gonna be like the biggest sport here,
I
unless
think soccer was like one of the biggest youth sports, yet nobody plays it.
yeah, no, for sure. It's like
I don't like everybody plays it when they're 4.
80% of kids like
And then
go
they
into
stop.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
And only like 10% of those 80% of kids like actually get like into it.
Yeah, through high school.
But yeah, no, I mean like that's the one reason why people like Americans are like, no, I don't like watching soccer because they're just little pussies about it. I'm like, yes and
I
no,
don't know, man.
Getting kicked in the shin fucking hurts even with shin pads or shin guards.
Yeah, I don't know. Sure, I believe you. Let's see.
Here, come here. Let me kick you as hard as I can. Or getting stepped in the foot in general, you know, like with the move, like women, like I get that, but it's also like, yeah, like the last like fucking like 8 minutes of a game, if you're up by 1, you're just everyone's getting hurt, everyone's getting cramps to this and that. I'm just like, dude, like stop. Like this isn't about that, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, I watch real sport, so I have very little to contribute on that conversation.
Australian football
Yes, Australian football and American baseball. Not
rugby.
that Finland baseball.
and rugby.
Nah, I don't know.
Dude, rugby's fucks. It's awesome. So if there were to be some type of flopping in baseball, what would that look like? Or diving. I like diving better.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think because like the whole purpose is to like gain like a penalty or something like that, and there's no penalties in baseball like that.
I mean, is there a way to gain a run through like contact or something like that?
No, they actually like eliminated the contact. So if you run into the catcher coming to home plate, then you're called out automatically. So I guess maybe if the catcher was lined up correctly and then the catcher flopped.
Yeah, I can see it
but
that
then
way.
they review it anyway almost all the time.
That's one thing I don't mind about baseball.
Like,
Okay, so what are your thoughts on sports reviewing plays?
It depends. Like, I don't know. It really depends. Like, if it's necessary or if just like somebody somewhere complained about it, so now they have to do it every time. Like how in baseball right now they're checking gloves every inning to see if the pitcher's cheating or not. It's like, okay, most of them aren't, but now definitely none of them are. So I don't know what to tell you guys.
That's fair.
Which is kind of funny because they instituted a bunch of new rules this season to make baseball shorter. But the average length of the game went up this season.
Really?
So, yeah.
Interesting.
So I don't know if you saw they have like the international tiebreaker rule now where there's a runner on second base to start the extra innings.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And they still have the longest average game. So I don't know.
Yeah, the playoffs have looked pretty nice too. But,
Yeah, the playoffs are pretty fun, but that's neither here nor there.
yeah, I mean, that's time. But yeah, I mean, flopping it shouldn't be in sports. I think that it just takes away from the actual aspect of sport and telling the person not to try as hard.
Yeah, I guess the problem is like the whole concept of why people flop are because they're trying to keep athletes safe, and then the athletes are taking that advantage of that, which I think is fucked up. It's like, yo, man, it's so you don't get a fucking like concussion and
CTE
and kill your family in 20 years, you know?
Jeez, is that like a reference to Chris Benoit?
No, it's a reference to only 4 football players who've done that,
Have killed their families?
and then themselves.
Who?
I have to look it up.
It's pretty horrifying, granted. Yeah, but I
I'll
know
have to look it up.
I know Chris Benoit is the one that comes
Chris
to mind.
Benoit did that.
Right away.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll look it up.
Anyways,
Anyway,
that was
moving
time.
on.
Let us know what you guys think. We're moving on, hopefully, to a brighter subject.
Yeah, hopefully. They got dark so quick.
Round 2.
All right, Chris.
All right. This one is brought to you by Danny Pop. Thanks, Danny.
Depop.
Alcohol that you can't drink anymore.
Oh, God.
Like, everybody has a story of that one
Four
alcohol.
Locos. I've never had it, actually.
Yeah, I was like, I don't.
Because I'm a man.
I probably had a couple.
I don't know.
Yeah, what's your story of, like, what made you quit drinking? Like, your very first time.
That made me quit drinking?
Well, like, say the next day, I'm never drinking again.
I don't think I've ever said that.
Even, like, just a little bit?
I've said that about, like, a specific liquor. I don't think I've ever said that about, like, ever drinking again.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's literally the category. Do you not listen?
No, but you were asking, like, as if I would, like, as if it was specifically, like, once, like, that one time
Well,
you're
it's
like,
like-
I'm never drinking again.
Well, yeah, like,
It's not so
because you
much.
drank something of the thing.
No, mine's more so, like, I'm never drinking this liquor again.
That's literally the category.
Yeah, but you didn't
That was-
ask that. Anyways.
Wow.
Bruno Mars had a tour called the Moonshine Jungle Tour, like 8 years ago. And I was, like, going through, like, a really rough time because I just broke up with my girlfriend and, you know, all that shit.
If I remember, she broke up with you.
No, I don't remember. And it doesn't matter either.
I remember.
No, it's the other way around. It was mutual. What does Thor say? He's like, sorry, James dumped. She's like, she didn't dump me. I dumped her. It was a mutual dump.
Yeah, it was mutual dumping.
But no, so yeah, went to Red Rocks, and I thought it would be a grand idea to actually buy moonshine to take up there and drink on the way up there. Which, if you guys don't know about moonshine, that shit's fucking gnarly. Like,
I mean, the commercial moonshine's not that bad now, but
yeah, but like just moonshine in general,
like real moonshine.
Shit's heavy.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we finished the bottle by the time we got up there, and it all hit me like all at once as I was up there, and then like I remember the beginning of the show, part of the middle, and part of the very end. And by the last song, I was just like sitting next to the bathroom, just like going back and forth, because I was like having just a drunken issue, and then I literally cried all the way home, from that ride. So I could never drink moonshine again after that.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really bad.
I have a similar story, except
You didn't cry?
no, I'm saying like the person I was with did the exact thing you did,
Oh, nice.
but it was like a 20-year-old girl. So
I hope this wasn't recent.
I mean, it was about 10 years
Oh,
ago.
okay, good, gotcha.
Yeah.
We had to put age there, man. We had to, just make sure. I actually had that happen at Red Rocks too, but
Yeah,
I had to take care of the.
Yeah,
it wasn't a girl.
we left, and it was a concert for my birthday.
Yeah, no.
And the 2 girls we were with got absolutely shit canned and
This one was
cried all the way home.
seeing my favorite artist at Red Rocks. I had to carry someone out because they did too much shrooms and alcohol and weed.
That sounds like a party.
Oh yeah, I was pissed.
Ever so pissed.
I was like, motherfucker, he's about to sing the acoustic like encore. God damn it.
Yeah, we didn't even make it past the opening act.
Fuck, dude, that sucks. So yeah, moonshine's my thing. What's yours?
I don't really drink vodka anymore because that was like my party liquor when I was in my 20s.
How does the evolution of drinking, like the amount of drinking, what you're like, the quality of what you're drinking, like how does that evolution happen through your 20s into your 30s? Right?
Very easily because you start having more money.
That's fair.
Like you come out of like college or you're in college and you're like, oh, I'm gonna drink vodka because it's fucking. I can get a handle for like $8.
See, I never went through that phase though. I was always just like, oh, let me drink like Bud Light Platinums because that's cool. Or like Land Sharks or things like that.
But like that shit was expensive.
Yeah, but I never like did like the whole like Burnett's or like that was never like a phase of mine. It's weird.
That is weird.
That's
I guess you never liked to party.
I think it's also because I was always downtown working, so I just drank whatever was there. Like, I never really had like house parties. I never really went to any.
I guess that's fair. Yeah, I went to a lot of house parties. I was an honorary member of a fraternity for like 2 years.
Which one?
I don't want to name that. Thanks though. I'm gonna go ahead and skip over that.
All right.
Because they got into a lot of trouble before and after I stopped hanging out.
Before, during.
Well, not during. They were like cleaning it up during. Because I was friends with the president of the fraternity, and he's like, we need to change our image. And they kind of did, but not really. And then his term expired or whatever, and he graduated.
And then it went back to the
And
same
then I stopped hanging out there, and then it went back to slumming again. But yeah, it was great.
Interesting.
Working in a kitchen with about like 8 frat dudes from the same fraternity was probably the best and worst thing I've ever done in my entire life.
I wonder if I can like... Yeah, never mind. We'll just leave it at that. But so vodka, huh?
Yeah, vodka.
It's not good though. Like
it's definitely not good. Again, it was cheap. And if you get drunk enough, you don't taste the shittiness in it.
Yeah, mixed drinks, yeah, for sure. But if it's like
straight,
it wasn't.
Yeah, it was straight.
Oh fucking A, dude, that's gross.
Hey man,
I've never been able to find. I used to.
My name's Rod, and I like to party.
No, stupid.
But yeah, it's definitely, and like now I can have a vodka drink. I don't really care. I just really don't like the taste of vodka anymore.
Yeah.
I guess the whole point of vodka is for it not to taste, and I don't like the not taste of vodka, I guess, if that makes sense.
You just don't like vodka.
Yeah. But like if it's in a drink, then I'm like, yeah, whatever.
I think my favorite thing is when someone's like bartending, just like, can you like make me something really strong, but I can't taste?
They're like, no.
I'm like, yeah, vodka Sprite. Fuck you. Here you go.
Yeah, for real. I'm like, no, not even vodka Sprite.
Yeah, just Sprite. Water. Here you go.
Oh my God, I can't even taste the liquor. It's because it's 0% liquor.
Hydrated. Oh my God.
Dude, that's what I hate about drinking like Bud Light. Like you go to like a tailgate or like a lake day or some shit and you're drinking like super light beer all day. You're just bloated and have to piss all day.
I've realized now that I can't drink as much beer because I get like really bad heartburn. See, your body tells you.
Yeah, that's weird.
Your body, see, you younglings who are listening to this, your body tells you when to slow down.
Yeah, definitely.
And not that you listen to it, but you listen to it. Like, it's not like you're like, oh, I should probably like not do that anymore because my body's responding this way. You're just like, oh, fuck, I don't want to drink because of heartburn. Like,
yeah,
it's never
done are the days of like when you wake up super hungover and the first thing you do is slam a beer.
Yeah.
Because it helps.
I still do that. If I have like a rough morning, I'm just like, dude.
I take water and aspirin.
No, I take tequila and aspirin.
Oh, okay, that works.
Actually, ibuprofen is my way to go. But yeah, never doing moonshine again.
Yeah. I don't really like gin either, though. But I don't have like a drunk off gin story.
Gin's good.
I just never liked gin, so I don't get drunk off gin. I'm also not 80, so why the fuck am I drinking gin?
Gin's only good if it's like a good cocktail, like a Vesper or like not even a Vesper, but like
yeah, I mean Vespers are okay. Look at us just talking about all these fancy ass mixed drinks, trying to talk about how we used to party. And
yeah, dude, bro, like
Jaeger bombs. Dude, I had this sidecar that was fucking fire, so I slammed like 9 of them and spent $140 on 9 drinks.
And then I would be like, fuck, dude. Why don't you just get Vegas ones? They're like half the price.
Well, I guess the thing too is like
that was time.
We can't really get like wasted off nice cocktails now because they're fucking $12-15 a piece.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm not having like 8 cocktails.
Unless have you ever gotten like really drunk like at a cocktail bar?
Well, yeah, man. Because you just don't eat.
Those hangovers are pretty rough, man.
I never really get that bad of hangovers if I'm drinking like quality cocktails.
I do.
Like at all.
I get hangovers just thinking about it. Oh, fuck. It's coming back.
Wow. All right. I guess we're moving on.
Let's move on.
I guess he's just not drinking any alcohol now.
Oh, we'll be fine.
I can't tell if you're shitting or if you're going to throw up.
Round 3.
She's like, play some Bon Jovi. And I was like, I'm going to tell you why I can't play any Bon Jovi, all right? Every time I hear him, it sounds like he needs to take a poop.
That's going in. It's going to be so out of context. Because we just had like this 10-minute rant about nothing that's not even going to go in and no one knows what we're talking about.
I'm just trying to help you, yeah. All right, next subject.
All of that's going in.
Is G-Town Hall of Fame. I think this is yours. G-Town Hall of Fame. What the fuck does that mean?
So, you know, everybody who's a Grillebrity, the Greelyites or Greelians or Grealians, what are we called?
I think Greelyites is probably my favorite.
I like Grealians better.
Grealians?
Yeah.
No.
But like people who are in Greeley that like everybody knows, you know, like I definitely think first person I personally would put in the Hall of Fame would be Ben Pooh.
I put Frank.
Frank would also go in the Hall of Fame. I agree.
Oh, I don't know about fame. I guess I'll give it to
The
him,
F
whatever.
stands for Frank. It's Hall of Frank.
Oh, fuck that, dude. I'm out. I am voting.
But yeah, like I would definitely put Ben in the Greeley Hall of Fame for sure.
I'd put our mayor, John Gates, in there, man.
Yeah.
I fucking love John Gates.
Oh, that's political, bro. We don't get political on this podcast.
You know what's crazy, honestly, when it comes to John, is that
Yeah, he's a very like neutral person.
he's very,
Yeah,
I like he's just a good man, and I
Yeah,
appreciate that
he's
about him.
pretty
So
good.
I'll go with that for sure. Your turn. Go.
I already went.
Yeah, no, I just went John Gates. It's your turn.
Oh, you had more than years like okay.
No, that was it. I just
Oh, I'm just gonna put a bunch of musicians in there. Probably.
right, go.
Probably you.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely you.
Yeah.
Because everybody knows you, man. Like we're literally just chilling, doing nothing. They're like, "Oh, hey, G, how's it going?" You're like, "I'm good. How are you?" "Oh, that's awesome. Thanks." And then you're like, "Who the fuck was it?"
That's terrible.
So yeah, I don't have any of those experiences
Yeah,
because I remember everybody.
you're my goose.
So I die in the end.
I mean, we all die at one
I
point.
guess.
Okay, you're not my goose. It's probably you're my Robin. So I die.
So I die in the end.
Yeah, which Robin are we talking
So
about?
then I
right?
turn into Nightwing. I'm down.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm that Robin.
Yeah.
I forgot what Robin that was. Because Dick Gracie died? Got killed by the Joker?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Anyways.
Fuck DC.
Yeah, fuck him. I would say Johnny Burrow probably has to be on top of that. You know, really fun band.
Yeah, yeah.
They're doing a Philharmonic thing, which is super cool.
Dude, I really want to go to that, but
I did too. I think I'm working.
yeah, I think I'm working too.
Fuck, that sucks.
Yeah, probably Allison from downtown. 'Cause
Yeah.
she knows everybody.
And that's the thing. I'm trying to figure out like what people that aren't just specifically just downtown that everyone knows.
But I mean, it kind of has to be a little bit. You
think
know?
so? I mean,
because this is the hub. If nobody downtown knows like who you are, do you really exist in Greeley? Because this is the hub. This is the happenings of Greeley. This is like the pulse of where all the things are in Greeley that happen on a regular basis.
There has to be like a side society like in Greeley that we don't know about, because there's a lot of businesses like out west that don't come downtown because it's like, for one, it doesn't make sense to.
Yeah.
And there's probably a huge community in that aspect that we don't really know about.
Yeah. And none of them make the Hall of Fame.
I'll say Armando probably, and Greeley as a whole, a lot of people know who that is, Armando
Yeah,
Silva. And if you don't know, now you know.
Motherfucker.
Dinger.
The
The Monforts obviously are Greeley Hall of Fames.
Yeah.
No one knows what they look like, but
Not-
everyone knows the name.
Not for good reasons most of the time.
It's true.
But, they know the name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Toytons, I think, they're more of an older, like, generational, like, people that.
Yeah, and there's a lot of like just like super influential people that like helped build up Greeley that were before my time that I don't know. Probably would go in there too.
Yeah,
Have
yeah.
to talk to more historians of people on that, but
See, and that's the thing is like
probably like the whole Crest building probably named after someone who should be in the Hall of Fame.
yeah, those Cress.
Those Cresses.
Yeah, but I'd say the guy. I'd say Margaret and oh my god, he's such a good dude. What's his name?
Talking about Justin?
Justin. Yeah,
Yeah.
Justin's a cool dude.
Yeah,
I think
those guys are awesome.
They know a different crowd than we do, but like I appreciate. I appreciate what they're doing. I love the crest. I love the speakeasy there.
I definitely, that I like that entire vibe. But
Speakeasy,
it's probably because we're hipsters.
Speakeasy, not personally. Speakeasy is probably the best place to get drinks in Greeley.
Are they open again? Are they doing okay? I didn't know if they opened or not again.
At Louisiana, it's really good.
Hipster.
Matt Estrin from 477. That guy is really, really committed to downtown Greeley, and I appreciate that about him. Ryan Gentry, who's also downtown, owns a lot of these bars, is also a huge figure on here. I mean, I guess you can name a lot of business owners, right? So like Eli's in there for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, why am I spacing his name? Patrick's dude. Greg.
Yeah.
Greg is also pretty in there. But it's all. I mean, it's crazy because we're also just talking about people who come downtown and drink. Like, there's obviously people out there that are probably more than that we're just not forgetting. So if
they're not in our scene.
That's probably what it might be too.
Yeah. And if we don't know you, do you really even exist?
It's true. You only exist if we know you.
I mean,
that's kind
of how it works, though, right? Yeah.
There's people like literally in this town that I don't know exist.
Yeah.
So therefore, do you exist?
Nope.
That feels good, actually. Does that sound good to you guys?
No, it doesn't. Yeah. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of people that, again, like are influential, like to Greeley as a whole. But
I mean, what are people that if you see walking down the street, you're like, oh, that's that person, even if you don't know that person? Mm-hmm. Nick Kenny, I think is probably honestly, I would say Nick Kenny's probably the epitome of like a Greelebrity.
I could see that.
Because that dude like knows everyone and everyone knows him. And even if you don't know him, you always see him somewhere. And he's so like enthusiastic and very like upbeat. So
for sure.
Really, really good guy. If you guys can meet Nick, don't. No, I'm just kidding. Like, please feel free to.
Like you're giving them permission to go meet someone that's
go
not
meet Nick.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's weird because it's like we forget that we are a city, right? Like, if you guys didn't know, we actually have a bigger population here than Boulder does.
Yeah, we surpassed them
a couple years ago.
Because
not by much, but
with us. So like Greeley, Evans, and Garden City, I think we're hovering around like 110-ish thousand.
I think it might be more.
If not, like 115.
It's pretty high up there.
Yeah, it's up there.
But I mean, through all that, there's not really a lot of. There is a lot of people, but it's also like there is a lot of clicks here too. I think that makes it really difficult, right? Because like we know Tommy, but people who don't drink beer don't know Tommy.
Yeah, if you're not in like the brewery area or scene, like you don't know Tommy or Kyle or Neil, like at all.
Yeah,
like you be like, oh, I know like Weldworks, but you don't know who the owners are.
But I'd say probably the biggest like Hall of Famers for sure. I would say like Johnny Burrow is definitely up there. Mm-hmm. That guy's like known like nationally, which is super awesome. Armando's the same way.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd say probably Allison. I'll put Allison in there for sure. She's always involved with like the downtown area and things like that. So people always see her. They know who she is.
Mm-hmm. And she's kind of one of those people that everyone knows that like, oh, you forgot to say time again.
Oh, time. Sorry. Bob and Amy, I would actually put that on there too.
Yeah. But yeah, Allison's one of those people that like random people come up and say hi. She has no idea who they are, but she still says hi and talks to them.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, but as small as we are, we do have people that people recognize. So, but yeah, that was time a minute ago. Sorry, Chris.
Yeah, it's fine.
Anyways, if we miss anybody, tell us to piss off.
And we
let's have a discussion.
We weren't really including people like Rattlesnake Kate or anything like that. I don't think either.
Definitely Rattlesnake Kate, bro. If you don't know who Rattlesnake Kate is,
or like Nathan Meeker. Like I don't know. We want to like
fun
include
fact,
those for
Horace
us.
Greeley, who the city's named after, was only here once, and he was a fucking prick. So fuck him.
I guess I never met him.
He was really bad.
Like Justin Bieber bad?
No, just like semi Bill Cosby mixed with the dude from the head of the KKK.
Oh, so it was the Spaniards.
Yeah, he was like Christopher Columbus.
Gotcha. Nailed it. Figured it out. Moving on.
Round 4.
Penis.
Fuck. The next topic is best album.
Oh man, this might last more than 7 minutes, ladies and gentlemen.
Fuck, that's why I said fuck, because there's a lot to unpack on this one. A lot to unpack.
So are we going?
It just says best album,
and it's not. That's definitely not like saying like your favorite album.
It just says best album.
You. God, that's a hard one.
I mean, it's Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. So done.
Oh,
next
man.
topic.
I would say
It was best album on Rolling Stone's top 100 best albums of all time. Number
Rolling
one.
Stone fucking sucks now, dude.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Fuck, this is a good question because I think there is a lot of music out there that's really, really good, but to put it just to one album,
It's Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon.
fuck, dude, I might have to go Boston's Boston still.
Pink Side, Dark Side of the Moon.
Oh.
Pink Floyd, Dark Side, Moon.
Go.
Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon.
No, why? Why
Because
is
it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's not even my favorite Pink Floyd album.
That's
My
fair.
favorite Pink Floyd album is Animals because that's what all the hipsters say. But Dark Side of the Moon is arguably one of the best produced albums ever created. And the fact that it stayed on the charts for like 117 consecutive weeks, that's a fucking means a lot.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess it depends on how you're looking as to like what the best album really means, right?
It means it's
Like best
the best.
Like best produced, yeah, for sure. I'd put that on there at least top 5. But I'm saying like from front to back, like enjoying like entertainment and just like nonstop.
Because it tells a story.
I would still go with Boston's Boston, man.
Boston's Boston doesn't tell a dynamic story as Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon does.
No, but I think the energy stays throughout the entire album, front and back.
That's why it's not the best album, because it's like one note the entire time, whereas Pink Floyd tells a story.
Yeah, but doesn't make it good.
It makes it a lot better. It
There's
makes
a
it
lot of
more
people-
in depth.
There's a lot of people that just despise Pink Floyd, and that's the thing is like,
Yeah, and there's people who like the Beatles and are correct.
I mean, to like the Beatles or that they're the best.
Yeah, they like the Beatles and they're correct in their mind. So that statement means nothing.
No, I would say that I think Boston is pretty universal. I think there's not a lot of people that say I fucking hate like More Than a Feeling.
But if you look at Boston,
Forward, you know.
they're a one hitter quitter, dude. Like their first album is by far their best album, and all the other ones are just okay.
But that doesn't make like the album itself not one of the best ones. It might just make them a mediocre band that happen to make a really great album.
But the best make the best.
Yeah, album, and they made the best.
They did not make the best. Not
I
even
think
close.
so. I honestly do think so.
Dude,
yeah.
if you're really comparing Boston to Dark Side of the Moon, and you're saying Boston is equivalent to this,
No, I'm saying it's better.
that's what I'm saying.
Not
Like
equivalent, I'm saying it's
Boston
better.
isn't even better than Zeppelin 2.
Zeppelin 2's so good too, though. But the
Like
thing is,
Boston
but the
isn't
thing
even
is-
better
no,
than
but
Deep Purple's Machine Head.
I think for me, what I'm saying is that like
Boston isn't better than the Illmatic. Boston isn't better than the Dog Pound.
But what I'm
Like
saying,
Boston isn't better than a lot of
You
albums.
really put Dog Pound? You put Snoop Dogg's Dog Pound in there for that?
Hell yeah, dude! It's one of the
Oh.
best rap albums of all time.
You shut your mouth, dude.
Boston isn't better than the Chronic
I would say Boston is
or the 2001
no.
Chronic.
But what I'm saying though, is as like an overall like fuck the genre, I still think it's the best one. Like I'm not saying it's the best rock album. I'm just saying it's the best album.
That's what I'm
overall.
saying. I'm telling you, Boston's Boston isn't even better than a lot of albums.
I disagree.
So how can it be the greatest?
I disagree. I think it is the greatest album of all time.
Yeah.
Right behind it is going to be Rumors by Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. The Fleetwood Mac is probably barely top 100.
No.
Yeah, Rumors is barely top 100
No,
of best albums.
you shut your
Best
mouth.
albums of all time, I would give spot number 100 to Rumors.
You're fucking stupid. I'm just
I'm
throwing that out
fucking
there
right.
now.
I'm fucking right.
No,
dude.
you're not.
I'm fucking right.
You're not right at
And
all.
then 99 is self-titled.
Balloons?
No, number 99 is self-titled Rage Against the Machine.
And then number 98 is going to be Men at Work.
Boston. 98 would be Boston.
98 would be 8 Mile Soundtrack. No,
That's
I
a
guess-
banger though.
it is a good one. No, I mean,
Yeah.
that's the thing is like, I think for me, like when I look at like an album, it's not even, I don't know. Like for me, that was like the one I had to have like immediately. Like Dark Side of the Moon, like I still want it. I don't have it, but I'm also kind of like, okay.
Do you even collect records, bro?
Yeah, bro.
And you don't have Dark Side, bro?
I'm looking for an original press.
I have
Or
an
like a reissue that's like that old.
I have an original pressing.
Nice. That's awesome.
Because
Like,
my dad literally bought it in the 70s and I stole it from him.
good.
It's all fucked up though. It has like a bunch of water damage on the cover. No resale value,
Yeah.
but
good.
that makes it unique. Now I know it's mine.
New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that one. And then do you have anything like that you would put behind that?
I mean, yeah, it's just like, again, like Zeppelin 2 probably.
I love Zeppelin too. That's
But
my
even,
favorite.
but
Vinyl.
even
That's my
like
second favorite vinyl.
Black Sabbath's Paranoid
a good one,
is
too.
fucking perfect album.
And that's the thing. It's like it's
so many
extremely
perfect albums.
It's extremely subjective too because it's like whatever genre you like, right? Like
Yeah.
there might be a country album out there that we're probably like, oh, this has to be like on the top 10. But we're
Willie
just like,
Nelson definitely has an album that's in top 10. I just don't know which one. It's one of them.
On the Road Again. That's the only song I know by him.
Yeah, man. I don't know. There's just so many good albums.
All right, let's do best pop album of all time.
Oh, fuck. Well,
You're gonna go Smash Mouth, aren't you?
no, because their record as a whole is not very good.
That's fair.
Pop though, like, what do you mean pop? Like,
It's just pop, like whatever you think.
because
Like,
technically, Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon was pop.
yeah, but let's say that's more. Let's say that's more rock. Let's say like so. For mine, probably would be, Future Sex and Love Sounds would probably be one of the top albums, which is the Justin Timberlake. Mm-hmm. That one just slaps from front to back. I love it.
Dude, I'd have to go with Amy Winehouse.
Back to Black.
Back to Black.
That's a good one.
Yeah, but that's not really a pop record. That's more of like a. It's so bluesy and just like, I don't know, but it's a pop record. I don't know.
That's the hard thing to describe because if we're going that way, I put Continuums, John Mayer Continuum as one of the best. How about hip hop? The best hip hop album.
I mean, I really like Illmatic, but I don't think it's the best. Like, I really enjoy The Chronic more than Illmatic.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's a hard one. I while I was thinking about it, I could think. I'm gonna go with Into the 36th Chamber.
Oh,
Wu-Tang. By Wu-Tang, dude. That thing slaps from front to back.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. That one's pretty good.
It's so raw and it's like so terribly produced that it makes it so fucking sick. I love that one. That's a good one. And that's time, but let's do a couple more if we could.
Okay.
Any country albums that you're like, yeah.
Fuck no.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't fucking like country.
Luke Bryan.
I don't fucking like country at all, dude. Like, at all.
I mean, you can go with Live at Folsom Prison Blues is actually really good.
I guess.
I'll give it to Johnny Cash because
okay.
I'll
give it to Johnny Cash because Johnny Cash is punk rock and he doesn't even know.
And you know what's crazy? We didn't even mention Thriller, which is one of the highest selling albums out there.
Yeah, and like Thriller's just
so
Thriller,
good,
man.
but
it's not a good album as a whole, in my opinion.
Oh, I think it is, but I don't think it's the greatest one.
I think it has like 4 really good tracks on it. And the rest just kind of meh.
Yeah, I mean, I will disagree with that just because I actually really enjoyed just listening to that one.
But that's not even Michael Jackson's best record, though. That's why
Off the Wall is the best.
That's what I'm saying. I couldn't even count it.
It is the second best, though.
So if you look at an artist and you're trying to name a record as the best record, but it's not even that artist's best record, then it's hard to say like that's the best.
Also, to my Beatles people, they're not even in the top 10 for greatest albums.
Yeah,
and
not even close.
Any of them.
Because they all like kind of went up what I was kind of saying.
I like how we talk so much shit about the Beatles.
I know all the time. But it's kind of what I was saying. It's like about Thriller. It's like the Beatles have like 1 or 2 really good songs, and then the rest of the album is kind of trash, and then another like okay song, and then that's it.
Yeah, you want one of those albums that's just nonstop bangers. That you're just like, I know every single one from front to back. It's so fucking good. That doesn't happen anymore. That makes me really sad.
It does happen all the time. Oh, speaking of really good albums, you get the text I sent you?
Which one?
About Olivia Rodrigo's newest album that came out.
I don't know who that is, but
so she's like a I don't know, like I want to say TikTok, but I don't know if that's accurate or not. She's like an up and coming social media influencer type person. She released an album of 11 songs, and 5 of those songs got claimed as sounding like someone else's song. So post writing, they had to add songwriter credits so they didn't get sued. 5 songs, dude.
Is that all it takes?
5 songs out of 11 got fucking claimed as sounding like someone else. I'm just like, fuck, dude.
Who's at fault there?
I don't know. But these songs do kind of sound like the other song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
I know it's not Olivia Rodrigo's fault because she probably didn't write a lot of those songs.
That's what happens when you're pretty. All the work goes to someone else.
They're actually it's kind of a good banger pop album. If you're in a female like pop, Sour's pretty good.
She ain't no Dua Lipa though.
Definitely not.
Moving on.
That
was a long little rant. It was almost 3 minutes for it.
Nice.
Final round.
Fuck.
That's going into.
Final subject.
What is that, G?
Brought to you by breweries around the world and beer snobs.
Oh, I know what this is.
It is IPA Bros.
Yes.
Let the shit talking begin.
So, if you guys aren't familiar what an IPA bro is, it's literally the guy that walks into your bar and is like, yo, do you have any IPAs, bro?
What was that happened at? Oh God, where was it at? Were we together when that happened?
I don't know, man. We're together all the time.
No. I had a meeting.
In my heart.
I had a meeting and someone's like, "What IPAs do you have?" And I'm just like,
Yeah, see,
okay.
that's the IPA bro. So it's like a quote unquote low tier beer snob that only drinks IPAs.
IPAs are not that good anymore, man.
They're
They got
not.
ruined.
They're not. They're like it's not even that I don't like hazies because I do like hazies, but it's the fact that like
Everyone was doing it.
they don't taste like an IPA. Like, and they're trying to get further and further away from making it taste hoppy like an IPA is supposed to be. So nobody really likes the hoppy bitterness, but they like that mango citrusy flavor of hazy IPAs,
Yeah.
which don't get me wrong, I enjoy that too, but I also enjoy that super nice West Coast.
I think it's crazy that IPAs have been around for like centuries because of, I mean, the reason why it's called that, right? Like,
Yeah, fucking, because they fucking ship beer and yeah, everybody fucking knows. Who cares,
yeah, that's why I didn't say it. I was just like, you fucking know.
Well,
you know?
but no, like thing about the IPA bros, they'll tell you.
You're right? Like, yeah, like, dude, we know, right? But it's just like, it's crazy that just kind of came up, like, I feel like out of nowhere, like in the beer scene, right? Granted, I only started drinking like 10 years ago, 12 years ago,
Oh yeah, this is a relatively new trend in the beer scene.
But it's been around for fucking centuries, like,
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just beer snobs in general, dude, fucking suck. Like,
Because I love IPAs. That's my favorite style of beer.
like it's ruined beer for me.
And it's fucking, I feel weird drinking an IPA in front of people. They're like, oh, you drink IPAs? I'm just like, fuck. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, because it's funny. Like you think about when you were younger and you were like having your first beers and like they just tasted like shit.
Yeah, that's what an IPA tastes like. Like shit.
You're just like, I hate the ones that taste like so sweaty. If that makes any sense.
No.
I've had a couple that you're just like, dude,
No
this
idea
smells.
what you're
This smells
talking
like
about.
sweat. What the fuck?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, it's just those are terrible IPAs. What I'm saying. It tastes like sweat.
That's so funny, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, it's a fucking thing. But
Yeah, no.
it's things like that. And the thing is like, when it comes to beer snobs, and this is just anyone in general. Like, if you think you're like a food connoisseur without
Like
making,
an elitist of anything.
yeah, like if you're not making like the actual dedication to knowing it, like a person who knows their knowledge isn't gonna go flaunt it everywhere.
Yeah. See, and like the thing that I love is like you have your IPA bros that bitch that you don't have fucking 4 IPAs on tap and you have too many fucking like lagers or whatever. But a real brewer or a real person in the industry, like, got any Krispies? Got some Krispies? Tight Krispies.
The fuck is a crispy?
It's a fucking lager.
Oh,
Yeah. But like that's what real beer snobs drink are a lot of lagers because they're low alcohol percentage and they're super light so you don't get fucking bloated.
I got so tired of drinking beer. Like working at a brewery, like you go through all the trends, right? So it started.
I never got tired of drinking beer.
It started like the ambers. Remember that? Like when we were younger, it was like a lot of the ambers. And then immediately went to like the IPAs.
I liked like 1.5 ambers.
Like I just remember it went to like ambers, then it got to like the IPAs, and then like the IPAs turned into just like double IPAs, and like how hoppy can we make this? Like how bitter hoppy we can make this beer? And then that
was the good days.
And then that turned into just like, well, let's start working on sours, and so then sours came into the picture, and then from there, hazy IPAs like made their like.
You forgot the cake stouts or the pastry stouts.
No, that's coming up.
But that was
No,
before the hazies.
I think it was hazies, and then it was like barrel aged shit. And then it was like the milkshake shit, and then it was like pastry shit.
No, the pastry shit came way before that.
I don't know.
Yeah, because everybody needed that like 15% French toast waffle stout.
Oh God, fuck.
Which like one sip, I'm good, thanks though.
It's funny how we're just kind of like, cigarettes are bad for you, but drink this
Yeah.
high calorie, lots of sugar fucking beer.
Oh my god,
it's great.
yeah. Ugh.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Like I'll drink an IPA. I don't mind them. Like,
Yeah.
But it's also. There's not a lot of good IPAs out there.
There's really not.
That's the honest to God truth. If
There's
you're
too many IPAs, and a lot of them are just bad.
The go-to should always be, the lowest standard should always be Odell's IPA.
Yeah, that's just like the gold standard, the middle bar for like an in between of like just like a West Coast where it's kind of hoppy, but it's not overtly citrusy, and like a hazy, which is too much citrus.
And the thing is, you guys, there's a difference between hoppiness and bitterness. I think
there is difference.
The thing that people don't like is the bitterness, not so much the hoppiness. Right.
And that comes from the amino acids that are excreted by the hops during the kettle boil. And because if you overboil, then they release the wrong amino acids that release the bitterness of the fruit.
Shut up.
I'll do a haze, bro.
No, fuck you. I don't like you right now. It's stupid.
Dude, Loveland Ale Works had a beer called Haze Bros. making fun of the Haze Bros
Yeah.
or the IPA Bros, and all the IPA Bros loved it. I'm like, this is why it's called that, you fucking loser.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, everyone can like whatever they want, but it's just like, especially working at a bar, and you get those people, you're just like, dude, this is a Wendy's. Like, what the fuck are you trying to order an IPA for? Just get what's in the, like, you see what the cooler has.
Yeah, for real.
If you don't know what any of those beers are, you're really a snob when it comes to IPAs. Like, come on.
Oh man. Yeah, I always love the people too. It's like, yo, give me your highest percentage like IPA. I'm like, okay, it's gonna be like a double IPA coming in at like 10% or whatever, and it comes in like a 12-ounce glass.
Yeah.
And they're like, what the fuck is this? I'm like,
that was
what
my
it is,
favorite.
man?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like going to Patrick's when like they actually had really good beer on tap.
Yeah.
You know, and it was just like, that's a fucking $10 pour.
Yeah.
It's just like, boop.
Yeah, like Patrick's got some of Russian River's Pliny the Younger.
Yeah.
And you got like, I don't know, like a 5-ounce glass that was like $7, and people are just like, why the fuck is this $7? I'm like,
well, if you don't know.
yeah, if you don't know, then you don't know, bud. Like, sorry.
I've never had Pliny. Actually, no, I have.
The Elder?
I was kind of like.
The Elder's okay. It's like your standard West Coast IPA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But.
Oh, I mean, I haven't, only been to that brewery a bunch of times.
Mind you, I love the fact that he's all like, he's like, oh, IPA Bros fucking suck, and then he just flexes about his Pliny the Elder fucking.
It's not Pliny, it's a Russian River thing.
Russian River fucking sticker on his only water bottle that I've ever seen.
It's actually not a sticker.
Oh, it's the actual. Oh, he actually bought
from Russian River.
Gross. And that's fucking time. I'm disgusted with you,
sir.
Making fun of IPA Bros, and deep down inside he's one.
No, IPA Bros are just bros that pretend like they know, but they don't.
Yep. You just described yourself.
Hey
everybody! Thank you so much for joining
us
for another episode.
But I know the difference between bitterness and hoppiness.
We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I tried to save myself on that one. I couldn't. But we do hope you guys enjoy this episode. Again, make sure you tell your friends and family about this if they like cursing. And
yeah, every time my mom tries to talk about this podcast, she tells them like they curse too much. I don't think we curse that much.
Fuck no, we don't, dude.
Yeah, fuck no.
It is funny because I think every time we say cursing, we start cursing a lot.
Yeah, we do.
So, but no, I mean, yeah, just tell your friends about this. Give us some ratings. Give us some comments, and subscribes, wherever it is you're doing that. But we hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure DVD Extras, you guys check it out. It's on Friday only on YouTube.
YouTube. Thanks, guys. See you Friday.
Bye, bitch.
That was rude as fuck.
I was talking to them, not you.
Oh, that was rude as fuck. Goodbye.